Hi guys and welcome to another Scum update. Now it's been 2 weeks since the last update and the guys haven't failed. They have come up with a lot of new things, including new features in the game. This update they're calling the Hunters update. Now a lot of the stuff they showed us in the past is going to be in this update as well, so let's quickly jump in and see exactly what the guys have been working on. So the dev's description for this update is as follows. Scum's Wild Hunter update introduces an intense series of new features catering to the prisoner's most primal urges. The update is highlighted with the introduction of basic bow and arrow skills for both hunting, wild game and combat against puppets and other prisoners. Prisoners can put these skills to the test by using tracking and striking new boars and goats roaming the island, the crafting their trophies with intimidating headwear or decorative spiked heads. Slow things down around the campfire with new musical instruments to play, including the banjo, guitar and harmonica. Additionally, the character customization includes a fully nude character model with the ability to attribute to the prisoner's genitals. Now, these are things that we've seen a lot of in pictures, etc., and it looks as if they're coming to play. Now, no one knew you'd be able to alter your guy's girth, but they've kind of went down that route, which is a bit weird. Moving on to the first items introduced in this update. There's been two types of bow, one that can be crafted, the one on the left, and one that can be found on the island, the one on the right. Now the one on the left, the crafted bow, has a high durability and that's its weakest point. The one that can be found has a much bigger durability, so it should serve you more in the wild. Now the two bows that have been introduced are a welcomed addition to a lot of people who like that hunter aspect. Now moving on to the arrows, again, you can craft the one on the bottom. It's not as strong as the carbon one on the top. The carbon ones can only be found in the island itself. You cannot craft them at this point. Some new primal crafting has been introduced. If you didn't make the bear headdress, you were missing out. It was hilarious to see people run around in this. The paws were a bit glitchy, but now you can make a boar and goat's head cap as well. Pretty cool, they look really nice. Something that you'll probably see a lot of people running about in the next couple of days. Now, we've shown for a while the heads on sticks. Now these are going to play a lot on probably the RP servers where people want to mark out their territory. A lot of people have been asking for some sort of way of doing it. This is a very Scum-esque way of doing it, I can assure you that. Finally, we have ear and tooth necklaces. Now, if you want to show your dominance, this is probably the best way to do it, by wearing the guy's ears on your neck. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, your player can now be fully nude and you can actually add attribute points to your guy's penis. You can make it as big or as small as you want, going from 8 to 1 inch. Now, just a bit of a thing for people who make content or stream Scum. This has a censor nudity function, however, YouTube doesn't really pick up on that. Ask any Scum player, demonetization will happen and sometimes you will be blocked. So just bear that in mind, hence why I've got the black box over it now. So if you are a content creator or you enjoy streaming, you don't make any ads on it, doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't like these. It's just something that they persist in hitting people with at the minute. So bear that in mind. Now, you've probably seen the promotional video for Scum just before it came out where guys were in the campfire playing instruments. They're now in the game. You can re-keybind all the keys to play these instruments. They're going to be in the link below. This is a fun little addition, something that I think could have waited for other things to be fixed instead of maybe focusing on this a little bit. They're a bit more gimmicky than everything else, but light-hearted fun all the same. Now, great news for admin owners. Adminning has now become a lot easier because you can actually use the drones. This is in test really more than anything, so expect problems because we all know anything that comes into Scum usually has some sort of hitch. You can use the keys and the mouse, and you can use up and down page to scroll through different players and use the drone as an ability to see what's actually happening. So if you do have a server which requires a lot of admin, this could actually aid you. Will it be used for players in future? Not sure. They did mention hacking. It could be something used for that as well. So keep your eyes peeled. This is probably a way of testing how it functions more than anything. Now with this patch comes some more balance changes. Now I'm going to pick out some of the key ones for you, but the full list is on the screen now. Military loot is going to be reduced by 50% and all other loot is going to be reduced by 25%, so you won't find as much, so bear that in mind when risking all your loot to go into a crappy area to get practically nothing. Food gain has been reduced across all the board by 50%, Fame points for shooting turrets are down 4% now as well, so bear that in mind. A little glitch that was fixed. Tearing paper out of diaries doesn't give you fame points anymore. Urinating decreases sodium levels. A lot of people were complaining about sodium. It was a pain in the arse to get rid of. Pup is chopped up into meat or fat. You can't get it anymore. It's been removed, so don't worry about it. And binoculars take 2x2 space in inventory now. So some decent little balance changes. Personally, I think the loot was pretty crap as it was. It took ages to find a lot of stuff. I just hope it doesn't turn into DayZ where you run around aimlessly finding the square root of nothing for the majority of the game. Now, as you'd expect, the guys have done some more bug fixes. And before anyone thinks, no, you may still get the lag spike. There's nothing in there to say that that has been fixed. However, some of the key ones: fixed the bug where corpses would disappear sometimes. That was annoying, especially when you took ages trying to find it. Fixed the bug where items would disappear after stabbed into corpses. So if you're chucking your spears, you should be able to get them all the time now. Also, they fixed the bug where falling through the map in the caves so players would die. I mean, there is other fixes. To be honest, none of the big fixes we were hoping for. There's still quite a lot of broken things in there, and it doesn't look as if they managed to fix them as yet. So guys, that is the Wild Hunter update. Now, a lot of people were hoping for cars in this update. Doesn't seem to be on the radar at the moment, unfortunately. I think it was one thing a lot of people wanted, especially comment sections. A lot of people were asking for cars. Let me know what you think below. What do you want to see next? Personally, with Scum at the minute, I don't feel that I can play it because of the lag spikes. That's why you haven't seen any streams from me or any more guides or anything, because for me, the time being, it's not in a playable state. There's a lot of other content creators who are in the same frame of mind. Stamina is quite a big issue still as well for me, because it takes that long to get anywhere. That's why the cars would have been ideal. It's hard to create content when you have to run literally the whole length of the map. The server provider, who they use, Gportal, are a pain in the arse. They just keep changing people's IP addresses. I personally think they're probably part to do with the problems people are having with servers, where they're lagging, etc. They've never been very good. It's just unfortunate that they've chose them as the only server provider when there's so many other server providers out there, and cheaper as well, may I add. So in that end, my server is closed for the time being until they manage to fix all those problems, because the people who are playing on there were just having too many issues. The server was having so much trouble, it just wasn't worth keeping open or viable. So guys, I'll keep up with the updates, but as I said, until they make the improvements of fixing those big lag spikes when you're running through the map, I won't personally be playing it. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76, as you've probably seen in the channel. Some more survival games coming out soon. We're streaming a lot more as well. I know the times are a bit late, but it's due to personal circumstances, nothing I can do about that. And yeah, I'll just keep the updates coming. Hopefully we'll get the cars and a big fix to these lag spikes, because people are really pushing away from them. The optimization is still pretty poor. But the game as a whole is in a good place. It's just those one or two little things that need to be fixed, in my own opinion. So guys, I'll catch you next one, and I hope you enjoy the Wild Hunter update.
I go la 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 la.